So I saw the Jubilee video with Graham and every single other person in that video that's rich, wealthy, or poor, or minimum wage, whatever you want to call them. I'm not judging anyone, but I saw the video and I didn't like it because it's very vague. Like, they don't really tell you anything. It's just a conversation between like minimum wage people and a conversation between people that are rich, or I mean rich, yes, because not all of them are wealthy in that case. Like, some of them you might think like, oh my gosh, they make so much money, it's so awesome, but in reality, they don't really make that much money after you do the research that I did. Now, I did so much research on all these people that I actually found out exactly what all their names are, and I can't get them out of my head. Like, for example, I know who Brett is, who Graham is, who Christianna is, who Tim is, who Beatrice is, and also who Tiana is. Like, I know all these people now, and I know all their lives, which is crazy. It's kind of like I went in an entire deep dive, like kind of like Neve and Steve, like when I do that entire like catfish video stuff. But here's the deal, I did find out a lot of things that I actually want to discuss with you guys, because not every single person in that video I feel was being fully honest, and a lot of people in that video weren't really saying what they wanted to say. And here's the deal, guys. If you don't know me, my name is TommyBryson. I'm an accountant, and I've been doing personal finance for the past 4 years. And until lately, I didn't really do these videos when I talk about other videos on videos, but in this case, I had to do this video because it's very important, and we had one of our very own in that video, which is Graham. He does finance videos, I do finance videos, and we need to support each other. You know what I mean? So here's the deal. The first thing I do want to say is this, guys. The first person that we get introduced to in this video is Christianna. And I want to break down all these entrepreneurs, or all these people that make money, and all these people that are minimum wage into 3 categories. And the 3 categories are basically this: product, what they sell; lifestyle, what they do; and then also longevity, how long will this actually last. Now, the first person I want to talk about is Christianna. If you don't know her, this is a girl that in the first part of the video, the first thing she says is, well, basically, I didn't have money before, and I didn't have a chest, so then when I got money, I basically went out there and I bought a chest, okay? And I'm not talking about checkers and chess, guys. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't want to say it in the video, but yeah. And here's the deal. I checked out her products, I checked out what she sells, how she does it, and all that stuff through her Instagram, and I found out that she has a whole bunch of courses that are kind of overpriced because she wants you to subscribe to her stuff so you can get the courses, and then that's how she markets the entire thing. It's kind of like a Netflix for courses. And the market, well, the target audience for the entire thing are like college students that want to make money and stuff like that. That's her product. And this product is actually very good because in her case, she can make one product one time and sell it how many times you can actually sell it. Like, for example, if you make a book, you take 6 months to make the book, but you can sell it to 1 million people and you only did the work once. But if you work for Uber, you have to drive Uber every single day. You can't sell Uber, you know what I'm saying? So here's the deal. On top of that, guys, I did notice something when it comes to her lifestyle. She has an entire lifestyle, which is basically like, I do what I want, I buy what I want whenever I want to do it. She has Gucci, Versace, she has a new chest, she has a whole bunch of other things, and I don't know if I should judge her on that, because basically, like, you know, when you're pushing certain things, you have to, like, you know, show that type of lifestyle. For example, Tai Lopez, like, he's very frugal in some ways, but in reality, he's always showing that lifestyle so you can get your attention. So I do think honestly that she's doing that for attention, like, you know, the attention of like, hey, I'm showing you this because this is what most people want, and I'm going to teach you exactly how to get it if you want to get it. And that's very interesting, and it's actually a very good market strategy. I like it, honestly. But when it comes to longevity, if she's not doing that basically for the attention to sell her products, and she's just doing it because she wants to do it whenever she wants to do it, it might not really be that good. Because when it comes to longevity, guys, it's all about how much money you actually keep. And you might be able to earn millions of dollars a year, like some doctors and lawyers. Well, lawyers and doctors make like maybe 300,000, maybe 400,000. But in reality, here's this. It doesn't matter how much money you earn. All that really matters is how much money you keep and what you actually do with it. Whether you're investing it, saving it, or just having it sitting around, or you're just spending it on whatever you want to spend it. For example, there's a lot of people out there that they're lawyers, doctors, and if they lose their job for 2 months, they're like completely gone. So they earned like over $3 million in the past like 5 years, but all of a sudden they don't have a job, and then they can't do anything. They can't cover the mortgage. They can't do anything whatsoever. And that's exactly what I see with Christianna. Now, if she is selling all these products, making all this money, living this lifestyle to sell her products and promote her products, and on top of that, she's saving and investing, then she's doing very good, and then she has a long longevity line ahead of her, which is very cool. Now, the next person I want to talk about and kind of like review a little bit is Tiana Lucky. I checked out her entire Instagram, and she's very funny and like a normal girl, and she likes to party and all this stuff. I think she's very cool, you know? But I did notice something. Like in the video, she says like, you know, I'm a hustler, and I do like Instacart, and I also like, I'm an actor, an actress, an actress. And here's the thing, I like her entire vibe, I like all that stuff, but in reality, when I went to her Instagram, you know, because you're trying to push something, you're trying to become an actor, you're trying to be funny, you're trying to do all this stuff, but in reality, when I went to her Instagram, like she has like literally like she hasn't posted in the past like 5 weeks or something like that. And I think this, right, Tiana, this is some advice from me to you. I think you're cool. When it comes to product, you don't have a product, you're not selling anything. You're just like working for like Instacart, which is cool. Like, you know, it's earned revenue. Like, you know, you're making money, you're trading your time for money. And this is what I recommend. If you really want to be like an actor or whatever you want to be, and you want to be like this like Instagram person, because by your personality on Instagram and your videos that I did see on your channel, well, here's the thing. Work Instacart, yes. Save your money and invest it. If you don't know how to do that, I have a free video on the channel. Save your money and invest it. And then on top of that, take that money and that freedom that you're getting from that work and try to do as much content as you possibly can. And I know it's hard because I could tell like on her Instagram, guys, like you see like she posts like every single time, like very consistently. And all of a sudden she stops posting. And then she makes one funny video which says like, oh my gosh, like, you know, like I post every single day, I do this, I do that, but I don't have a lot of followers, and people that don't post anything that have 24 million followers, it's kind of weird. And I get that, but you just got to keep working and keep going and just don't stop. That's all I have to say about that. When it comes to Tim, I can't really say a lot about this guy because honestly, I just think like, you know, he's like older. He has certain habits, and you can't really break those habits unless you really want to. So there's no really advice I can give this guy. But all I noticed from his Instagram is basically like, hey, this guy likes cats, likes having fun. But here's two things I do disagree when it comes to Tim. The first thing is this, right? Well, three things. He says, well, you know, you don't need to give anyone money. That's not your responsibility. Second thing is, well, you need money to make money. And the third thing is like, you don't really need to take risks all the time because most of the time you won't make it. The first thing is this, right? Giving back is kind of like of people's duty. Like, you know, if you make a lot of money and you're getting back from society, then you should give back something. That's why I see that so many people that are rich and wealthy, they give back so much because they know it's going to come right back to them. It's just how it works. On top of that, they like the tax deduction. But when it comes to you need money to make money, that's not really true, Tim. And here's why. Because when I was making $60 every single day and I created a budget around it and I tried investing and doing everything that I had to do, I didn't really have any money. And I started my business, and my business literally started with a phone. Like, I just needed one phone, you know, and it just kept going and going and going, and I kept growing from then on. So you don't really need money to make money, and it's not all about like, oh my gosh, you need capital, you need like a venture capitalist and all this stuff. Like, that's not true. That's just all like you know, excuses in your head. And the third thing is, well, you know, you take risks and then you don't make it. Here's the thing. You're taking risk every single day, whether you like it or you don't like it. For example, if you have a regular job, you take the risk of, well, if the company falls, then you're effed, basically, because hey, the company's done while you're done. And on top of that, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you're taking risks every single day also, but you're creating your life and the life that you want to. And if you want to see it or you don't want to see it, whatever lifestyle you have now today, it's because you won at that. Like, you're creating your entire lifestyle, and that's exactly what you're winning at. But if you want something different, then you have to try something different, and that's going to take some risk and get out your comfort zone. And when it comes to Graham, guys, I think Graham is one of the best people out this group that really have this kind of mindset that you see in a lot of millionaires, not just millionaires, but billionaires also. Because in his case, he has a lot of products. Like product, remember guys, we're going to talk about product, longevity, and then also lifestyle. When it comes to product, he teaches, and then he does real estate, and then he also invests his money into real estate. He does all that stuff. His lifestyle is very frugal. If he wants something, he buys it, but he usually buys it with other people's money because he knows how to invest money to make money to buy whatever he wants. And when it comes to longevity, I think he has a very long longevity ahead of him because honestly, like, his lifestyle is very basic. Like you wouldn't even tell that this guy is rich. He's very basic. And here's the deal. He invests most of his money, which is very important. On top of that, he's diversified. For example, he does YouTube, which he does real estate also, but those two things have nothing to do with each other. On top of that, he does real estate investing, and none of those three things have anything to do with each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about diversifying in that case. So if YouTube falls, he's good with the real estate job. If that falls, then he's good with the investment that he's already made. And I like that about him because, you know, he's prepared for whatever happens. And I thought about reviewing every single person in the entire video, but that's not really necessary. When it comes to Beatrice and Brett, I think Brett is very well off. Like, he's just an investor. He does whatever he wants to do. I visited his Instagram. He's doing very well. He sees Gary Vee. He sees a whole bunch of people. That's awesome. Like, he's doing his thing. Great for you, guy. And when it comes to Beatrice, I think Beatrice, like, all you really need, Beatrice from Target, is like, you just need a budget. Like, honestly, like, you seem like a very cool girl. Like, if you get a budget though, because you say like you spoil yourself every now and then, well, you should be spoiling your investments every now and then also. That's all I really have to say about it, guys. Like, these people, guys, are very common people. Like, people that are minimum wage and people that are wealthy or rich. And the main thing is this, guys. Every single one of these people, they have one thing in common. And that one thing is habits, and they have a mindset. I guess I have two things in common, by the way. But here's the thing. They have habits, and those habits are what got them to where they want to be. And it's probably going to keep them where they are, or it's probably gonna keep them from actually achieving what they want to achieve. For example, you have Graham, right? He has those habits of making more money and investing more money and just like constantly like going on this entire loop. Same thing for Christianna, same thing for Brett. Like that's all they know at this point, because it's all they've been doing for the past like 4 or 5 years, you know. And when it comes to like, you know, the people on the minimum wage side to keep working a secure job because they don't want to feel insecure or they don't want to take risks, that's fine. But those are all habits, and every single one of them, like, they can succeed whenever they want to succeed. And it's not about how much money you make. Again, it's all about how much money you keep. So if you work in Instacart, just figure out a way to make more money, or to just keep working towards what you want to work towards, you know. And that's all I really have to say about this video, guys. I just really wanted to make this video, one, to give a shout out to Graham because he got on the trending page, which is crazy. Congratulations, Graham. On top of that, I really wanted to express everything here because I know a lot of people on YouTube, like, what they're saying is like, oh my gosh, it's wrong because, well, basically it's all about how much money you make, and that's not true either. And I know it's very easy for me to judge from this side, but if you would have asked me, well, Tommy, what about you? You know, you're talking about this girl, you're talking about him, you're talking about this, but what about you? And when it comes to me products, I have investments, and I do my YouTube channel because I love doing this. I love further information, and I also like teaching. So I do all three things. When it comes to lifestyle, I'm very basic, honestly. Like, I'm very frugal, very basic. I barely spend money. And on top of that, whatever I want to buy, I do find a way to buy it, but by spending other people's money. And that's very important. And if you don't know what that means, guys, I recommend you guys watch, well, not watch, I recommend you guys read Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's a very good book about improving yourself and what you want in life. And the third thing is longevity. If I keep doing what I'm doing, guys, if I keep investing at the rate that I'm investing, by the time I turn like 65, just for my retirement, I'm gonna have around $11 million, like, just saved up, like nothing, you know. But when it comes to like my active income and my active investment, that's a whole different deal, because that $11 million is not even gonna be 1% of what I'm going to be worth when that time comes. And guys, my name is TommyBryson. If you like the video, then like the video. If you dislike the video, make sure you dislike it and comment down below why you dislike it so I can know and I can keep improving. Same thing if you liked it. Make sure you guys subscribe also, because I post every single day and you need to get notified when I post. So when you subscribe, make sure you click that notification button. And I'll see you guys next time on the next video. If you have any ideas for any videos, just let me know in the comments down below, because I'm always running out of ideas because I post every single day. I'll see you guys next time on the next video, and peace. By the way, Jubilee, I like the conversation, but sometimes since you are just doing like conversation, like, it never really goes deep. And I don't think everybody is interested in like deep. So you guys just go like right here, and then you guys get a lot of views. So whatever you're doing is working, but I made this video because I really wanted to go more into detail about everything. That's about it.
You've got to start at the bottom if you're ever gonna reach the top. You've gotta watch all the seeds.